Hey guys, and welcome back to El Survives. Today we're gonna do top 10 PVE base locations. These aren't gonna be in any particular order, but it should help you find that base that you always wanted to build on. So without any further ado, let's get right into this one. Here we have the ancient village just by the arena, and it's now updated in ASA with a couple of buildable little houses where you can probably have different stations. Also, you can just go ahead and rebuild the walls and make a small little village community sort of build if you're going for that. But keep in mind, however, there is no access to resources, at least not close by, and you will have to make that travel for it. Here we have the land bridge, another amazing spot, and this is going to be highly contested to build on, but a cool little place where you have a ton of buildable areas. You have the land bridge itself, but if you traverse inside you have more building spots, which make it a kind of a unique place to build. Also, for the resources, don't worry about that because that is really close to the base and it's chock full of crystal, obsidian and metal for those building needs. Also, the plus point of this build is gonna be the vibrant scar being so close to the base. You're gonna have easy access to vibrant eggs, vibrant milk, but also keep in mind the scar being so close to the base may lead to uninvited vibrants at your doorstep. Here is another good place to build on. We have a unique kind of a build location. It's more of a narrow entrance, but also has different kind of views. If you go up the stairs, you get kind of an overview based build where you can get the whole bird's eye view of the red obelisk, which is also easy access to pearls, and it gives you kind of a ruinic area with all the ruins of the old city. Also, going inwards, we have a nice kind of an opening and an exit. The opening is quite large, so you can put in a workstation and other necessities for the build, but this will need some creativity. Going towards the resources, there are resources actually really close by, so you can just fly upwards towards the summit of the mountain and you'll get crystal, metal and obsidian all in one place, making it an amazing place to start your build. Here we have the Caverns, which is arguably going to be the most popular place to build for many builders, but by far my favorite is this spot with the land bridge opening up to a large space in the area where you can build a ton of stuff, and even during night, due to the bioluminescence mushroom thingies, you get a nice ambient light. But as for resources, you got that covered as well, as we have a bunch of metal nodes, obsidian and a few crystals right across the base. It is a bit of a flight to reach it, but once you make it, it's going to be worth the while because there's a ton of metal nodes all around the place and obsidian as well. But the crystal is a little bit scarce, so keep that in mind. There is another spot which is kind of my personal favorite, and I'm calling it the den. It is kind of surrounded by natural walls, so you don't have to build a behemoth gate around it. Also, you have different spots to build in and having your own little metal nodes right around the base. If you don't want to disturb these metal nodes, you do have options to build on a different spot right in this area. So you can build on this land bridge or the landmass here itself. Also, the biggest plus point of this area is gonna be the water vein right outside of it, so you can have your water needs. And as for resources, don't worry, I've got you covered on that, as well as this area is surrounded by resources. You have metal, you have crystal, you have obsidian, so you don't have to even go far away from the base. You can just stay here and keep farming it. Also, having those personal nodes help ever so little. Here we have another amazing spot to build on. It is kind of a pre-built structure, so you don't have to actually go ahead and build, but just cover up a little bit of spots with adobe. Going up the steps, it opens up to a whole new area, which is a much bigger space where you can use like a crafting station. And going out of this door, you have like a huge space for like a greenhouse or any kind of a backyard project you may have that you can just put in there. But yeah, also the resources are relatively close. If you go right behind the place, you have a bunch of metal nodes here, like a personal metal node, and also a little bit further you will get crystal and obsidian as well. At the south of the map with this huge rock-like fangs, we have a large landmass area where you can build on. Also has a huge water body source, which is a really big plus point of this place to build. It also has relatively close metal and crystal and obsidian locations right across the area, making it a good spot to build on for all those early crafting needs. Here we have another building spot, which is gonna be a scenic kind of a route with multiple ledge buildings that you can think of, or if you prefer a cavern build, you also have that covered. Right under the waterfall, you have a huge opening of space for that underground little base with the natural sunlight, of course, lighting up the whole area. And if you move out of this location, it opens up to a large amount of landmass where you can build a massive base and having water so close. Also, don't worry about resources, because right behind it there's a ton of crystal, metal, obsidian, so you have all of that covered. Here is the second of its kind, a natural wall-like surrounding area, so this is good for a solo player or for a small base. It has multiple area to build on, so you have this flat area here as well as a ledge, and the plus point is gonna be the water vein, of course, for all those water needs. And if you're wondering about resources, they're a bit further away, so you will need a flyer to get to them. Here we have another cool little location overlooking the desert, so you can build on the ledge and having water source right behind it. We also have the titanosaur spawning right below the base, making it a good XP farm. And as for the resources, do not worry about that, because across this there's a mountain chock full of crystal, obsidian, metal nodes, which you can farm using an ankylosaurus and an argentavis, or you could traverse in the desert, which is really close by, for taming those mantises or even farming those death worms. If you have watched it till the end, thank you so much guys, I do appreciate it, and comment down below as to how I can improve if there were any kind of mistakes, so I can do that for the future videos. And also don't forget to like the video, as that helps with the algorithm, and smash the subscribe button as we're so close to the 500 subs. And yeah, that's about it. With that, Elso, I'm signing off, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.